Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the finale of of Silva's Roots. Started with the happy end. The happy end is actually titled "The Villainess's Fiance," so I can't wait to read it. I've actually been dying to read it for a while, ever since the ending of chapter 7. It's only been like a couple hours since I even stopped that recording, so I just can't help it. Silva just like showered her with kisses at the end, and even gave her a passionate kiss, which is the first character to ever do that. It was quite the happy ending indeed. And now we're actually going to read the happy ending. We are now entering summer vacation after returning to Sorcier from Quid. Classes at the academy have ended. Now I am heading home by carriage and brimming with nerves.
姉さん落ち着いてよ。
落ち着いてるわ。
いや全然落ち着けてないから。気持ちはわかるけど姉さんが焦っても馬車の速度は変わらないからね。
Keith tries to calm me down as I look out the window. I am excited about summer vacation, but more than that, I am worried about the contents of the letter I received recently. Silva wrote to announce that he would be paying a visit to the Clay's estate. I haven't seen Silva since then. After returning to Sorcier, I have been busy writing to Silva and Rosie regularly, but only Rosie has been replying. Not hearing back from Silva has been disappointing, though the other day he finally sent a response. All he wrote was that he was going to visit the Clay's estate and the date of arrival. I wonder what brings him here. I wonder. I think back to what we talked about the night before I left Quid.
お前の気持ちを聞いた以上、必ずお前を迎えに行くから。おとなしく待ってろよ。
After he kissed her passionately, I will come for you. Wait for me. Told me that after our first real kiss. I was weak in the knees from the shock of the kiss, but I remember those words clearly. Maybe he's here for that. Wait, but I wrote about how some delicious vegetables are almost ready for harvest, so maybe he came for that. No, he didn't. That's funny. Have you ever told Giorno about all this? Let's see. It's been like half a year, right? No, okay, yeah, it's been probably like 3 months from spring until summer. Though he has never written back, I have been regularly informing him on the status of my farm and crops. But if that's the case, I should start prepping for the harvest festival, then we can eat the freshly picked crops. Now I feel even more impatient. I lean out the window, causing Keith to lecture me on my manners. The ever-doting mother-brother figure. As soon as I arrive home, I try to tidy up a bit before heading to the reception room where Rosie and Silva are waiting.
Silva!
カタリナ、ようやく帰ってきたんだね。
Does any of your friends know about him like that?
カタリナ、あなたと来たらまたそんなはしたない。
Oh my goodness.
よう、カタリナ。久しぶりだな。
Oh, he's wearing quite the handsome outfit, isn't he? Mother and father are saying something, but I am preoccupied with the sight of Silva after not seeing him for months. It's really Silva. He's really here. After such a long time, I find myself just standing there at a loss of what to do.
大丈夫か?
She's like in a trance. She's like, I can't believe you're here. She's not gonna say anything.
ええ、もちろん元気よ。それより二人ともどうしてうちに？
カタリナ・クラエス城へ交際を申し込み。
Oh, really?
はい？
Courtship? What about the harvest? I turn to Keith next to me and he looks exhausted with his hand on his forehead.
いや、僕は一応先に聞いていたんだけどね。国家間に関わることだから黙っていたんだよ。
国家間？
ああ、俺から補足するよ。
In response to my confusion, Rosalie meekly begins to speak.
実はビンクルム号の件でソルシエとクイードの関係が一時的に悪化してね。カタリナたちが帰った後は結構厄介なぐらいの緊張状態になっていたんだ。
Yeah, you put the Princess of Sorcier in danger. Both of them.
そうだったの？
王家が裏で対処をしていたからね。社交界には話が広まらなかったけれど、僕もジオルド様からはそう聞いていたよ。
I had no idea. Keith is in regular contact with Giordo for work, so he learned that way. I feel a bit sad being left out of the loop.
それでまあいろいろあったけれど、賠償とかの話し合いも無事進んでね。そもそもお互いの国にない魔法と発明力は魅力的だったから、国交を断つ形は無事回避できたんだ。
Huh? Things were that bad? If that happened, we would never have been able to see each other like this.
それでお互い国を豊かに発展させるために、これからは対等な立場、誠実な対応で国家間の信頼関係を築いていこうっていう流れになったんだけど。
最初の友好の象徴として打ち出されたビンクルム校があれだったからな。似たようなやり方は難しいってなったんだ。
だから他の方法で両国間の交友の証を立てようという話になった時に、お互いの国の有力貴族が婚姻を結ぶ案が上がってね。
So Silva joined your house, and now he wants to get engaged to Katarina.
こうしてソルシエ公爵家令嬢であるカタリナとリンドグレーン公爵家次男であるシルバに白羽の矢が立ったんだよ。
Aw, they finally became a family.
私とシルバにっていや待って、何か今聞き間違いをしたような。シルバがなんて？
I swear Rosie said Silva was the second son of Duplin Grin, and Rosie beams.
聞き間違いじゃないよ。今のシルバはね、シルバ・リンド・グレーンって言うんだ。ようやくシルバもうちの養子になってくれたんだよ。
Oh, he's so happy.
そうすりゃクライス公爵家の価格に釣り合う身分にもなれるしな。
Aw, he needed a status worthy.
そうだったんだ。
That's so cute. Silva was adopted into the Lindgren family. It makes me happy to hear it, remembering how he said he lost his village. Rosie did say that he always thought of Silva like a little brother, and Rosie's father like his own son. Silva is now Rosie's family in both feeling and fact. Knowing that makes me so happy. I see. So, as a show of good relations, they want to marry dukedom families from both Sorcier and Quid.
いやいや待って。私ってジオルド様と婚約してなかったっけ？
That is the question. I don't know I have the best memory, but I haven't forgotten that at least. That's funny. Jordan thinks of me only as a shield against other ladies' proposals, but I wonder if it really is okay to do this without his agreement. Keith sighs.
姉さん、この間ジオルド様から婚約をどう思っているか聞かれたとき、喜んで解消するって答えてたでしょ。
この間っていつだっけ？
She doesn't remember that though.
ほら、王城に行ったときに。
It's funny. She knows she's engaged, but she forgot that she said this.
カタリナ、改めて聞きたいのですが、僕との婚約のことはどう思っていますか？
それはもちろん、ジオルド様に好きな人ができたら喜んで解消しますが。
I'm guessing this is after she got back from Quid.
むしろ私には王子の妃なんて務まらないので、他の方の方がずっとふさわしいと思ってます。
いや、嫌じゃないかどうかを聞きたいのですが。
Aww.
そんなご質問をされるということは、 まさかジオルド様、気になるご令状が。
Yes, it's you, and it's so heartbreaking.
私はジオルド様の恋路を邪魔しませんので、安心して婚約を破棄なさってください。
いや、聞きたいのはそういうことじゃなかったんですが。
Oh, I'm sorry.
こいつに回りくどい質問は通じないだろう。
Nope.
そのようですね。単刀直入に聞きましょう。カタリナ、僕はあなたに好きな人がいるかどうか聞きに来たんです。
Someone I have feelings for? Yep. For some reason, when I think of Silva, my ears start feeling hot.
あ、それは。
That should be your answer.
思い当たる人がいるようですね。
いや、でも手紙の返事が来ないですし。
手紙って、やっぱり姉さんが好きなのはシルバなんだね。
なんでそのことを。
いや、姉さんが手紙をこまめに送っていて返事がないのなんて一人しかいないじゃないか。
I didn't expect Keith to get it so fast.
それでカタリナ、もし彼と添い遂げられるとしたら、あなたはその方がいいんですか？
Jordo's gaze is intense. It makes me sweat. If I say yes here, won't I meet my doom by royal execution? No, you won't. I am a convenient shield against other noble ladies, so he is reluctant to call off our engagement. If I say yes, he might decide I am no longer useful and have me killed on the spot. A cold sweat drips down my back, but I shouldn't lie about this. I decide to be honest and casually nod.
はい。実はそうなんですが。
これで決まりだな。そうみたいですね。
残念ですが、カタリナの気持ちはよくわかりましたし、取るべき方法は一つしかないようですね。
You're gonna make her have a heart attack beating around the bush like this. You think you're going to kill her? Oh, so it was then. I was wondering why he asked that so suddenly, but this was why.
それに父さんに聞かれた時も同じように言ってたじゃないか。
そうだね。カタリナにはジオルド様と婚約解消になったらどうするかと聞いたね。
Oh, right. At that time, I said something about how I thought Mother would be relieved.
カタリナにこの大役が務まるのか、これはこれで不安ですけれど。
I glance over at Mother, and she has a hand cupped on her forehead, her expression complicated. I think she will feel better if I am not married into the royal family, but she may be worried about this marriage too.
というか、私以外の全員はもうこの話を知っていたの？
まあそうだね。
Surprise!
つまりジオルド様との婚約解消はもう済んでいるんですか？
今日のリンドグレーン公爵家との話がついたら正式に発表されることになっているよ。
Things are already that far.
よくジオルド様が了承しましたね。
そこはまあうちの陛下が言いくるめ説得してね。
Convinced him. I just heard an ominous phrase there.
こいつらの行動力と実行力は並じゃないからな。今回有力貴族同士で婚姻結ぶって案が上がって、俺が養子の話を切り出しに行った時ももう書類にサインするところまで整えられてた。ま、そんなわけで手続きやらマナーを叩き込まれたりと忙しくてな。 手紙の返事が書けなかったんだ。悪い。
Beaten into him. Oh, right. Silva wasn't originally a noble. I was even born into a noble house, and mother still trains me all the time. Well, I mean, you were a noble in your past life, so you had it beaten into you too. I'm sure Silva has been busy beyond imagination these past few months. In any case, I feel better knowing that this is the reason for the lack of replies.
とにかく、カタリナが元気そうで安心した。
シルバも元気そうでよかったわ。
We nod at each other, then Silva, in one smooth motion, drops to one knee and holds out his hand.
それで、私との婚約はお受けしてもらえますか？
Oh, right. That's what this whole thing is about. Everything is happening so fast that it's making my head spin, but I've been certain on my feelings for Silva for months now, even without all the complicated reasons like international relations or noble marriages. There's only one answer.
はい、喜んで。
Aww. I nod and take Silva's hand. He smiles and kisses the back of mine.
カタリナ、おめでとう。
おめでとう姉さん。
おめでとうカタリナ。
Everyone around us applauds, and the mood turns celebratory just like that. It is something like when Giorda and I got engaged as children, but it feels different. For some reason, seeing everyone's smiles causes my cheeks to burn. It's because I'm going to marry the person I truly love. When I realize that, I can really feel the weight of my embarrassment. Helping Silva to his feet, I pull at his hand.
じゃあせっかくうちに来たんだし、庭にでも行かない？実はとてもお気に入りの木があって。
Let's go climb a tree.
カタリナ、まさか木登りするんじゃないでしょうね。言っておきますが、クイードの方に失礼なことは。
Oh shoot, I hit Mother's lecturing switch. At this rate, I'm going to get pulled away from Silva after finally meeting him again, not a lecture now of all times. I reassure Mother I have no intention of climbing any trees, and take Silva's hand before running from the reception room. That's funny.
あの子ったら。とてもありがたい縁談ではあるけれど、また何かやらかさないか心配だわ。
Oh, be happy for once. Oops.
カタリナなら大丈夫だよ。どこでもうまくやっていけるさ。
まあそれはそうだけどね。
幸せになってカタリナ、シルバ。俺も大事な人同士が思い合っているところに割って入ったりはしないからね。
Aw, that was sweet of him to say. Such a caring person. He's the sweetest guy ever out of all of these.
ここまで来れば大丈夫ね。
We arrive at my favorite tree and finally stop running. We are quite far from the mansion now, so it should take Mother a while to catch up. I wipe the sweat from my brow with satisfaction as Silva, who ran along with me, burst out laughing.
お前は家でもこんななのな。
Yep.
こんなって？
おてんばで安心したんだよ。カタリナとならどこでも楽しそうだ。
Silver grins mischievously, like he did when he was with the waste pirates, and then... He pulls me close by the waist and draws his face to mine. He places his finger under my chin. His villainous smile moves closer. The sudden approach makes me nervous. Silva notes it with a squint and lets out a deep, throaty laugh.
再会する時の約束覚えてるか？
I don't think I remember either.
約束？
次に会う時はお前からキスの一つは欲しいってやつ。
Oh, he wanted a kiss in return.
は？
まあできれば次に会う時にはもっといい女になってキスの一つくらいはお前から欲しいところだけどな。こうして二人きりになれる場所に来たってことはその覚悟はできてるんだろう。
Prepare yourself.
いや、そういうわけでは。
You already have, though. Given. I just ran all the way here to escape Mother's lecture. I try my best to think of an excuse, but he is holding me too tightly to wiggle away. As I continue to hesitate, Silva's grin looms closer and closer.
カタリナ、愛してる。
The way he says it, it sounds more like a villainous trick than a whisper of love. No, it doesn't. It was sweet. Silva's nihilistic smile makes him look very much the part. Maybe Silva in the fan disc wasn't a secret romanceable character, just a regular old villain. As my mind races, he closes the last inches. The long absent softness of his lips brings all my rushing thoughts to a halt. Aw, we couldn't get a second one. That's too bad. Now that I'm rereading the happy ending, it says the villainous fiance, not villainesses. So it was referring to Silva. That's funny. I wanted a second CG, but whatever. We're gonna
どれで
load.
もお好きなものを選んでくださいな。
I'm gonna load one, and we're gonna go down another end.
Deは
I'm gonna vote on to act on instinct.
本能のまま直感で行動するということでいいですかな。いいです。
Yeah, that has to be just a dream. I was already doomed in the main story, so how could it happen again? The game staff wouldn't revive a villain that had already met their doom, right? When I started to think it was connected to the fan disc, everything started to seem suspicious. But it's fine if it's just a dream. The door opens and Silva enters the room.
悪いが、お前らには広間に移動してもらうことになった。
I'm going to skip until we find something unskippable.
いや、でもあの後ろ姿は間違いなくロジーだったわ。
Okay, so it stopped skipping. Not too long after. Looks like they were just bombed by the sanguine pirates. I have to hurry and help him evacuate somewhere safe. That is the only thing on my mind as I run. But...
おい、みなりがいい女が出てきたぞ。
I arrive on deck to find some dangerous-looking pirates. Compared to the waste pirates, they really do look the part.
捕まえて船に連れてけ。
I have to run.
おっと、逃がさねえぜ。
The pirate carries me over his shoulder like a sack, and I am unable to run. I try to break free, holding one hand in the air.
いでよ、土箱！ってここ土がないから何もできないんだった！
なんだこいつ、魔力持ちか？じゃああっちの檻だな。
What do you mean, Cage? I punch the pirate in the back to get free, but he doesn't budge at all. I am then taken back to the sanguine pirate's ship. Oh. And so I was captured by the pirates. Before I knew it, I was working in a complete stranger's home. But my magic can only create a bump in the earth, and they were all disappointed at how useless it was. After many twists and turns, I arrive at a major farmer's home in a certain nation. And so, I become a real farmer. I lead a humble yet fulfilling life. Okay. Well, her farming skills have finally paid off. That's funny. Farmer's life for me. There is a doom end, but it's after the good end. Well, in this sequence of events. Let's
どの記録を読み込
let's
め
do
ばい
the
い？
doom end first. We're going to freeze in place. I've never felt this sort of murderous intent directed at me. The word doom flashes through my mind. I thought the Fanda's content was done, but maybe I pictured Maria and Silva's romance. Did I just bring about my own doom? Now that I think about it, this doesn't seem like a major event of a Tomy game. Silva came all the way out here to save Maria from danger. It's a bad time to be a villainess. It's a scene where Silva rescues Maria from Rigardwell. I had better scram before I get in their way. Somehow my heart stings when I think that. Huh? Why?
カタリナ、何やってんだバカ、逃げろ。
Silva's voice brings me back to my senses, but Rigardwell has already closed the distance. I thought he was tied to the tree, but he freed himself. I see the shadow tree behind him. He must have broken free from the restraints with brute force.
死ねー！カタリナ・キライス！
Oh my gosh. That would hurt my throat just saying that. No, I have to run. I turned to run from Rigardwell, but... Stab. Huh? I feel a shock from behind, a suffocating white. My backside feels hot. It takes a moment to register that I have been stabbed.
カタリナ！
I guess this Rigardwell falling backwards, the support I had from behind gone. Unable to stand on my own anymore, I stumble over, but Silva catches me.
おい、カタリナ、カタリナ、しっかりしろ。
Silva's desperate cries are so far away. The place where I am stabbed is hot and my mind is growing hazy. It is hard to breathe and I am unable to muster a response. This is bad. Am I going to die? I guess this is inevitable for Villainess who interrupts the big romantic scene. But I wish I could have lived in this life a little longer. It was a mistake to think that the fan disc was already over. This really was the world of the fan disc. My vision slowly darkens and Silva's voice fades to nothing. I hope I get to live a longer life if I'm reborn again, and so I meet my end. Oh, that always happens so abruptly though. Stab from behind. It's hard to take them seriously when they just end quickly. Alright, but enough of all the weird stuff.
どこから再開したいの？
Now we're gonna watch the good end. Run to Silva. I hurry in Silva's direction. He grabs me by the arm.
カタリナ！
Silva pulls me behind him, but the momentum when he lets go is too great and it causes me to fall over. I hear a loud noise from behind.
ふっ、くたばりやがれ！
Turn around to find Rigardwell and the trunk on the ground, kicked down by Silva. Crushed under the weight of the tree, Rigardwell finally loses consciousness. Saved. Relief rushes through me and Silva runs to me. He lifts me off the ground.
大丈夫か？怪我はねえか？
まあ
I'm about to ask Silva the save, but he embraces me before I can.
そうか。よかった。無事で。
Silva holds me tightly. He is so strong that it's hard to breathe. Wait. Due to the fight earlier, Silva's heart is racing. With my face buried in his chest, his heartbeat makes me restless. Listening to that sound makes my own heart beat faster.
ってやけにおとなしいが、本当に怪我はないんだな。
Silva loosens his grip to get a better look at my face. Seeing his beautiful visage up close makes the blood rush to my cheeks. Wait, what is this? I thought I built quite a tolerance from Nicole, Giordo, and my other friends, yet his intense gaze somehow makes me shiver. I'm tongue-tied and can only nod, then I feel my body being pulled away.
僕の婚約者に軽々しく触らないでください。
So I've already read all of this, so we'll skip. Alright, we're gonna head into the good end now. Just after this brief, amazing song. You know, I've always wondered why they don't show any more spoiler CGs for Silva or Rosie's route in that song. They only show... I don't even think they show any extra ones for only Nicole. Nicole's the only one that has an extra spoiler CG. I don't understand. Maybe it's in the video, the opening trailer video, and I just didn't even notice it. Anyway. A year has passed since the incident on the Vinculum. I am currently on a ship. No need to worry, Katarina Clays hasn't been exiled or anything.
Yo, なんだそんなボケっとして。
Are they going on a cruise back to his home island?
いやー、なんだか実感なくて。
Right now, I am traveling with Silva. I am accompanying him on his journey to find his home village. I don't think I would actually. I didn't think it would actually happen. Even now, this far out to sea, it still doesn't feel real, especially given that I was just at the academy yesterday. I wonder if they're engaged in this one. A few months ago, Silva asked me if I wanted to go on a journey with him, and I happily agreed. Of course, Keith and my friends objected fiercely.
カタリナ様があの男と旅に？反対ですわ。むしろ私と一緒に旅してくださいませ。
Should go with me.
僕も反対です。カタリナは卒業後、僕と結婚するのですよ。
いやジオルド様、前から言っていますが、姉さんに王子の妃は務まりませんから。
カタリナ様、旅をするならどうか私と。私もご一緒します。
いや、そんな簡単な話じゃないと思うんだが。
Everyone tries to object, but...
でもカタリナがこんなに強くお願いをするなんてめったにないことだからね。見聞を広める意味でもいいんじゃないかな。リンドグレーン家の後ろ盾があるようだし、こんな機会はないからね。
そうですわね。このまま嫁いで恥をさらすよりはマシかもしれませんわ。カタリナに王族は務まりませんし。
With father's support and mother's abject agreement, I was free to travel. I would never be able to go on a journey if not for this opportunity. My parents would never give permission if I were traveling alone, so I am glad that Silva invited me. Given his time with the Waste Pirates, Silva has a lot of experience in ocean travel. It's reassuring in many ways. I also took advantage of the chaos to call off the engagement with Giorno. Life is hard enough as a duke's daughter. After many twists and turns, Silva came for me after my graduation, and yesterday our journey finally began. But I don't think we'll get to see the others for quite some time. I am excited to journey into the unknown, but it does hurt remembering how sad Mary, Sophia, and the others looked.
手紙は書くって約束したし、次の港で忘れずに出さなきゃ。畑も大丈夫かな。
I mumbled to myself while looking out at the sea when a hand plops down atop my head.
なんだカタリナ、もう家に帰りたくなったか？
Well, at least she called off her engagement before she left, otherwise it wouldn't be very responsible of her.
そういうわけでは。
It's still too early for that, but I admit I am feeling a bit lonely. It would have been nice if the others could come too, but as top members of Sorcier Society, they couldn't get permission. I hope one day I can go traveling with Mary, Sophia, Maria, and everyone else. A sudden sigh cuts through my daydream.
たく、仕方ないな。
The exasperated sigh comes from Silva. Before I know what's happening, I am swept off my feet. I nervously crane to see what is happening. Silva, holding me up by the waist, looks up at me from below.
ほら、木登りが得意なら高いところも好きだろ。
いや、木登りとこれとじゃ全然違う。
Wait, when did I tell him about climbing trees? The unable position makes me lose my balance, so I quickly grab onto Silva's neck for support. Feeling more stable, I relax a little. Silva signals me to look out to sea.
Hora, 海面を見てみろよ。魚が泳ぐのが見えるだろ。
With this higher line of sight, the sea appears so differently. The ray suns reflect off the water's surface, making me smile.
それで、カタリナはどんな国が見たいんだ？いろいろな国を見てみたいって言っていただろう。せっかくなんだ。お前が行ってみたい場所は全部回ってやる。
あれ？でもシルバの故郷を探しに行くんじゃないの？
別に俺の故郷は逃げるわけじゃない。何も残ってないだろうし、そもそも本当に見つかるかも怪しいしな。確かにもう一度故郷を見たい気持ちはある。でもせっかくならお前と過ごす時間を楽しみたいって思うんだよ。それでどんな国が見たいですか、船長様。
Captain.
船長って。
行き先を決めるのが船長だろ。だから俺の行き先をお前に委ねてやるって意味だよ。
Silver grins, looking out ahead of us. His gaze holds the strength to see what awaits us. Looking at him makes my heart race at the thought of the future. Yeah, we might as well enjoy the journey.
じゃあいろんな国を見てみたいわ。それでご当地グルメを制覇するのよ。
ご当地グルメ？
その土地でしか食べられない食べ物よ。それでみんなにたくさんお土産を買ってたくさんの国の文化や人を見てみたいわ。
了解、船長。
Silva tenses his arm as he carries me. The sea breeze blows. I imagine the journey we'll have traversing the high seas and my heart swells. I'm sure that anything can be fun as long as I'm with Silva.
一体どんな旅になるのかしら。楽しみね、シルバー。
そうだな。 きっとお前となら何でも楽しめる気がするよ。
Silva speaks the words in my heart, a grin on his face. The journey will become a treasure I will hold close for the rest of my life. I'm sure of it, as Silva and I laugh together over the glittering waves. That was definitely a good end. The happy ends I feel should be the sweet endings, and but a couple of the good ends have been better than the happy ones. I actually forgot to do the memory scenario.
気になる
懐かしい話もあるわね。
So we're gonna go do the memory scenario, which is gonna be last in this video. I'm sorry, but you can just skip to it if you need. Looking toward the future. On the day I came for Katerina after finally becoming Silva Lindgren, with the engagement finalized, Katerina takes my hand and drags me out to the garden, maybe embarrassed by everyone's eyes. Little does she realize she is backing herself into a corner. But now that we're alone, I give her a deeper kiss, but I wonder if I've gone too far when I feel her freeze and see her flushed face.
こんな状態じゃこれ以上求めんのもな。そもそも俺からキスすんのはともかく、お前からしてほしいなんて要求すんのはこいつにはやっぱ早すぎたか。
I did tell Katerina I wanted her to kiss me the next time we met. My feelings haven't changed. I thought it impossible for Katerina at the time, and part of me just said it to tease her. I doubt she even retained that memory, so I half-jokingly asked if she remembers we promised. What she
それだっ
promised.
てのに覚えててあんな反応を見せられたらな。
At least that time is stuck in my memory. When I say it out loud, she turns bright red as she remembers it all at once. I kiss her impulsively. Because of that, Katerina blinks rapidly and freezes again. She probably won't speak for a while.
さすがにまだ刺激が強すぎたか。
You just kiss her so much that you just take her breath away. She would not have suddenly matured in a short time we were apart. Katerina is still the same as she was on the day we said goodbye. She is childlessly innocent. Sometimes she's easy to read, and other times completely unexpected. I can't take my eyes off her.
つってもできればカタリナからもキスをもらいたいところではあったが。
Yeah, sorry, you're not Keith. She kissed Keith on her own. But that would be asking for too much. I had not responded to any of her letters, and it is our first meeting in half a year. Any other woman would have 100 complaints. Though Katerina doesn't show a single sign of discontent, she hasn't complained even once. Of course, it could be that her dissatisfaction was blown away by surprise at the appearance of Silva Lindgren.
カタリナ。
I pull her close by the waist and peck her ear. I can feel her shoulders twitch. Though she hasn't moved, she's aware. I look her in the eyes as she mumbles something about beautiful looks and hidden romantical character.
近い。近すぎる。
カタリナ、このキスの意味覚えてるか。
I playfully whisper in her ear and she murmurs before she looks up at me.
シルバの故郷の風習で求愛だっけ？
Those words were enough for me. I kiss Katerina's ear because I desire her. Just knowing she knows should satisfy me.
ああ、その通りだ。
I smile broadly and Katerina's blush grows redder. It seems like she is still embarrassed to be so close.
できればもう少し離れてもらえると。
悪い悪い。しかしこりゃ当分約束のキスをもらうのは無理そうだな。
I chuckle a bit and let her go so I don't confuse her anymore. But Katerina hesitates.
いや、それは
ん？なんだ？やっぱりしてくれる気になったか？
I bend so that our faces are a little closer. Startled, she tenses up again.
いや、そういうわけではないけれど、その約束は約束というか。
Katerina mumbles, seemingly a million thoughts running through her head. Her expressions are all over the place. It entertains me endlessly watching her reactions. It is just too adorable. To be honest, as long as I can continue to watch her, I don't care about anything else. Katerina may be blushing uncontrollably, but even my sense of restraint is being pushed to its limits.
本当にこりゃ天然の人たらしだな。
Silva's so cute. He just can't contain his affection for her. I think someone said something similar on the ship. I believe it was her adopted brother Keith.
とにかく困らせて悪かったよ。お子様のお前にこれ以上は無理だって分かっているから。
That's not right. As I start to apologize, something touches my lips. Hers.
こいつ。
She's like, shut up. Just as I was thinking to back off, she blows my expectations away. Katerina's shirt is extraordinary. Because of the difference in our height, she tries to reach as high as she can. The result is a light graze, but a kiss nonetheless. I am caught off guard, speechless. After seeing my reaction, she blushes in response.
いや、今のはその約束を破りたくないというか、忘れてないと伝えるつもりで。
It's so cute. Katerina's hands fly in all directions as she defends her actions. It is very unlike me, but my heart is racing.
参ったな。
My desires grow stronger and stronger. Katerina isn't the type to be influenced. It sounds wrong to say I'm teaching her, but I think she's the type who can adapt easily. My heart races faster as I consider the woman she may be in the future. Of course, I'll have her brother and childhood friends to contend with.
結婚しちまえばこっちのもんだしな。
None of their opinions will matter. It's hard not to smile while thinking about it.
シルバー？なんかすごく悪い顔して笑ってるように見えるんだけど。
You have a rival in the villainous department. Katerina, tottering, looks up at me with a blush. It is such a pure, enduring gaze. I start to imagine our future together.
いや、新しい楽しみができたと思ってな。
新しい楽しみ？
Katerina doesn't seem to quite understand, so I pull her close again and kiss her forehead. A kiss on the forehead is an expression of gratitude, another custom from my village. It is my gratitude for her being able to spend my future with her, and for her choosing me. I offer the kiss with those emotions, thinking about our future together, our future. Aww. That's so cute. Although, I was hoping to see the kiss of her kissing him. That's all I wanted. I just wanted one more. He denied me. Whatever. Anyway, so that is the end of Silva. That's the end of the ending. I'm so sad that it's over. I don't want it to be over. This game was really good. Really funny, really sweet. I don't want it to be over. Anyway, I'll probably go on a rant about that when I actually do the review videos. If you did enjoy, please drop a like down below and or subscribe, and look forward to the next videos coming out. It's going to be the comment videos, probably back to back if I can get it all edited in a decent amount of time, just because 2 of them are going to be reruns and the last one is just going to be the new one. So anyway, I look forward to that, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.